Alright, we're gonna change the wheel bearing on a Nissan Note. I think it's the 2005 to 2008 model. You can see it here. I'm not gonna take you step by step through how to do it, but I'm gonna show you the most important parts, because I'm gonna assume that you have seen generic videos on how to change a front wheel bearing on a car. You can check out Chris Fix or something. But once you've got the wheel bearing out, then you need to put the ABS sensor ring in first. And this was the mistake I did first, so I do the whole process over again. So you have to put that in like so before you put the wheel bearing in, and then you align it, yes. Then you put the new wheel bearing in and press it with your press kit and or press tools. And I highly recommend that you get these tools. It's kind of expensive to buy them, but I know that some countries have some shops where you can rent them. I did buy a press, but that was pretty much worthless, so I recommend the tools. So press in the wheel bearing. That's after you've put the ABS holder, and remember that it's not the same which side goes in. You have to remember that it's the magnetic side. It is protected by a plastic disc inside the packet, but it's the you won't mistake it. It looks like a magnet here on. It's the black thing here on this side, and that goes in towards the ABS sensor. And this is also really important that you put it in the right way. This is the old one, so a part of it is stuck to the central hub. Okay, you put it in, and then remember to put the circlip on after you've put the wheel bearing in, because once you put the spindle back on, you can't put this on because then it's too late. Then you're going to ruin the wheel bearing if you're going to press it out again. So that was also one of the mistakes I did first. All right, then you press the central hub on, and there's a small trick to getting this part off. You take a grinder, grind like a small slit in it, and then you take like something sharp, put it in the groove, and hammer it out easy, so you don't make any cuts into the central hub. Okay, so that's the important part. It's pretty self-explanatory how to get the wheel bearing out, and with the kit there are actually instructions on how to do it. The only thing that it doesn't say on the instructions is how to get the central hub out, but that's pretty easy. You once it's on, you take something that is approximately the same or a little bit less diameter to the central hub, put it on, and take a hammer and hammer it out. I had a different kit for pressing that out, and so you put it on like that and just hammer it out. Okay, so that's the difficult part, and this isn't that difficult. You just need to know which order to put them together. And if you want to stay on, I can show you the most important aspect of getting the central hub off the car. There is one castle nut on the steering rack that you need to take off. There's one, I think it's 30 millimeter, 30 millimeter screw on the central hub, and a tip for taking that off is to loosen it while the car is not lifted up. So do it when the wheel is still touching the ground, so you have more to grip against, and then screw it off. There's a bolt here that you need to take off, that's holding this wishbone on, and there are 2 bolts here, and 2 bolts holding the brake caliper. And remember to support it with something so that you don't break the brake hoses. And then there's the ABS sensor, which I've hidden up here. You just pull it out. Just be a little bit careful. These are apparently pretty expensive. Maybe try to gently pry it out with a screwdriver, but I was able to pull it out. All right, and that's pretty much it. Hope it helps a little bit. I know this isn't a step-by-step video, but now you know the most essential parts of doing this.